Welcome, listeners, to Salem Shadows, Secrets Beneath the Witch Trials. In this podcast series, we'll delve into one of the darkest chapters in American history, the Salem Witch Trials. But this is no ordinary retelling of the tale of the witches we used to know. Here, we will explore not only the terror and the hysteria that gripped a town but also the secrets hidden in the hearts of those who lived through it. Love and betrayal, light and darkness, fear and power, all intertwined in the story of a town that turned upon itself. What if the shadows cast on Salem's past were more than just superstition? What if they concealed something far more sinister, lurking just beyond the edge of reason? Before we begin our journey into the twisted events of 1692 Salem witch trials, let us introduce you to the souls who will guide you through this tangled web of suspicion, passion, and ancient evil. Listen closely, for their stories are not just history, they are the whispers of the past calling out to you.
My name is Abigail Hawthorne, the woman they call a witch. In this town, my knowledge of herbs and roots is now twisted into something evil, something feared. I am nothing more than a healer, someone who understands the power in the earth and the whisper of the wind. But they cannot see that. I am no witch, an herbalist who learned the ways of nature from my mother. They only see what they fear and what they do not understand. And so, I walk the line between light and shadow, knowing that in this town, even kindness can be twisted into something dark. They call me a witch because I cured a child with a touch of yarrow and chamomile. But tell me, when does knowledge become dangerous? Is it when the powerful cannot control it? Or is it when the truth threatens to break the chains of ignorance? The witch hunters have come for me, but they do not know what they have awakened.
I am Samuel Hawthorne, Abigail's older brother. I was a soldier once, fighting battles I could see, against enemies I could touch. But this madness in Salem is like fighting a shadow. My sister stands accused, and I will do whatever it takes to clear her name. I stand as a shield between her and this town's madness. Salem is a place where whispers grow into accusations, and where family bonds are tested by the fires of suspicion. My duty is to protect my sister, to stand firm when the world around us crumbles. In Salem, you can lose everything to a lie, but I will not lose Abigail, not to fear, and not to the darkness that haunts these streets. But the more I dig into this town's secrets, the more I feel the ground shifting beneath my feet. I thought I was coming to rescue Abigail, but now I wonder if we are all prisoners in this web of fear and lies.
I am Rebecca Green, and I am not like the others. And my gift is both my blessing and my curse. I have seen things, visions of dark shapes in the night, of symbols that glow with an unearthly light, visions that are not of this world, secrets that should never be spoken aloud. I try to hide what I am, what I can do, but these eyes of mine, they see beyond the veil. If they knew the truth about me, I'd be standing in the stocks alongside Abigail. But maybe there's a purpose to all of this. Maybe my curse is the key to unlocking the true evil that festers in Salem's heart. And yet, my heart finds itself drawn to Elias Blackwood, the man who toys with the darkness I fear so deeply. Can love truly save a soul that dances so close to the edge? Or does my own heart risk being consumed by the shadows that have claimed him?
I am Reverend Ezekiel Paris, the shepherd of this flock in Salem, charged with guiding Salem's flock through this perilous storm. I have devoted my life to rooting out the darkness, to purging the devil's work from among us. Some say I am too strict, too harsh, but when the devil walks among us, can we afford mercy? Once, my heart belonged to Sarah Osborne, before fear twisted love into something else, something unrecognizable. Now, I believe I must cleanse this town of its sins, even if it means destroying the very soul I once cherished. To love is to be weak, and I will not allow weakness to undermine the righteous path, no matter how much it haunts my prayers. This town is tainted, filled with sinners hiding behind the veil of innocence. I will expose them all. I will cleanse Salem, no matter the cost, for I fear what may come if I fail to do so.
I am Elias Blackwood, scholar, seeker of truths hidden in the dark corners of the world, and a man who once believed love was nothing more than a weakness.
Some might call me a man of the occult, but I am merely a man of knowledge, a man who understands that true power lies not in fear, but in the mastery of fear. Salem is my crucible, a place where I will forge my destiny. Let the trials come, let the accusations fly. They are all pieces in a game I have been playing for longer than they know. But then came Abigail, a force as pure and wild as the magic she refuses to claim. I could show her what true power feels like, what it means to bend the shadows to her will. Samuel thinks his role is to protect her, but the darkness inside me knows that some hearts belong to the night. And in the end, the night always wins.
I am Sarah Osborne, once a woman of hope, now marked as one of the first to be accused, and perhaps the first to fall. I once thought this town was my home, but now it feels like a prison. They say I consort with devils because I do not bend to their rules, because I dared to love outside their bounds. I have seen their fear, and I know it will consume us all if we let it. I do not fear death, as much as I fear what my death might mean for those who come after me. I loved and lost in ways that left scars deeper than any accusation of witchcraft. Ezekiel Paris, the man who now judges me, once held my heart in his hands. Now, he holds the knife that could end my life. I do not fear death, as much as I fear the hatred that love turned into, a hatred that threatens to consume Salem itself.
I am Elizabeth Hawthorne. Life has a way of binding us to secrets, tying us to promises made in whispered breaths. I was once just a healer, a woman who believed in the power of nature's gifts. I came from a small village not far from Salem, where life was simpler, where herbs and remedies were part of everyday knowledge. My journey brought me to this town, not for myself, but for a friend who needed me. Sarah was that friend, a woman with a heavy heart, and a secret that could change everything. But now, I am more than that. I am a mother, a protector, to 2 children who have grown to mean the world to me. Samuel, my son by birth, and Abigail, my daughter by heart. I gave them my love, my protection, and my name, raising them as if they were born of the same blood.
And so, our tale begins in Salem, a town suffocated by its own fear, where accusations spread like fire, and truth is smothered beneath the ashes of superstition. A town that hides its sins beneath a veil of piety, where love is twisted into betrayal and secrets fester like an open wound. The darkness that haunts this place is more than the work of mortal men. It is something ancient, something that whispers in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to awaken. What you will hear in the episodes to come is a story of secrets, of betrayal, and of battles fought not just in the courtrooms of Salem, but within the hearts and minds of those who dared to question their own beliefs. A story not just of trials and accusations but of love found and love lost, of trust broken and the hunger for power that shadows every soul. Some of what you will hear is history, some is legend, and some is the truth that we are still afraid to confront. So, dear listeners, we invite you to step into the shadows of Salem. Listen closely, for in the silence between the words, you may hear the echoes of a forgotten truth, for the echoes of the past have much to tell you. And remember, sometimes, it is not the darkness we fear, but the light that reveals what we would rather not see. This is Salem Shadows, Secrets Beneath the Witch Trials. Join us in the next episode as we walk alongside Abigail Hawthorne into the darkness, the heart of Salem's mysteries, where the lines between love, fear, and betrayal blur. Until then, be wary of where your heart leads you, for in Salem, even love has a price.